wake up to the same old fight, chasing shadows in the night. Promises made, but I let them fade. Caught in the cycle, I'm feeling betrayed. Round and round, I'm losing ground. Trying to break free, but I can't see. These negative patterns are haunting me. Nights turn to days, I'm losing my way. Thought I found peace, but it's led me astray. Chasing the high, but it only brings pain. The more I run, the less I gain.
Hey everybody, hey! And welcome to another session. We are in the studio of Tarka Say It Again. And today I have the cousins. Yes, they are here with us today. And our topic today is on anemia. But first we want to let them introduce themselves. And listen, we're going to get right to it. All right. To my right.
Hi, my name is Asia. I'm the little cousin.
Hi, I'm Chrissy. I'm the
Undercover.
Hi, I'm Shuri, and I guess I am an undercover.
So as you can see, I'm the oldest, and then yes, Chrissy, Shuri, and then Asia. So because you know I talk about addictive patterns. Yes, addictive patterns, that book. And we talk about how everything, we cannot escape it. Addictive patterns could be hereditary, it could be learned behavior, and also we say a generational curse or habit. Well, today we have figured out that it is hereditary. When you experience anemia, we trace it all the way back to the great grandma and some great aunties and our grandmother that just recently experienced low blood condition and having to get a blood infusion. And we just want to basically share out some of our experiences in hopes that it'll help you as an individual or as a female. And men, this is for you too, because you have mothers and you have sisters and you have daughters. So don't turn away. Let's tune in. As we know, anemia is a deficiency of red blood cells. And we can just start how it has affected us. I know for me, I have gotten a hematologist. I've gone and been going for years, having to take iron infusions here recently, these past few years, because my iron is low and my hemoglobin is low. And some of the symptoms or how I know, I guess I'll say I've found out is due to heavy menses, you know, your cycles, your menstrual. And that's a major thing. And I know sometimes some people have been diagnosed and seeing fibroids, that being a major thing also. And what I have found with the fibroids, sometimes they're big, but then sometimes they're small. But the location is a key point of how it could affect you. So that's me briefly. If anyone else want to jump in there and just share.
So I know we were discussing there is a disorder that many black women and women in general have, but definitely black women, and it's called PCOS. And PCOS stands for polycystic ovary syndrome. PCOS is highly prevalent in black women, but it's often underdiagnosed and undertreated due to racial disparities in healthcare. Essentially, PCOS can lead to higher rates of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. PCOS is basically like imbalance of hormones. So it's like you have more testosterone than estrogen, essentially. So another symptom of PCOS is hirsutism. So I know, like, a lot of time when we get older women, you'll see it, but like facial hair and like little chin hairs, just excess growth of hair that just comes from your hormones being imbalanced, and a lot of times it's due to PCOS.
Wow.
Which kind of goes back to the fibroids and stuff. It's something on your ovaries, essentially.
Like extra growth. Okay.
Yeah. So that's something that I feel like a lot of women, they need to see if they have it for one, and if they do, that will help with the heavy menstruals and stuff like that. Now the issue is, I do feel like with our healthcare, a lot of our doctors just want to put you on birth control. And birth control is not really the best for your body.
It has its own side effects.
A lot of
A lot of women blow up from being on the birth control, and then with the shot, a lot of them blow up, and some people have pregnancy symptoms and then they don't be pregnant, but it be the birth control shot. So the birth control is not always the answer either.
And irregularity also, that plays a major part. Being on birth control, you know. So
yeah, and it can affect your body differently. It can make symptoms worse, or it can make it better. So it's honestly like a gamble. But I wish they would just do more research on PCOS, because PCOS, you can help it by just the things that you eat, exercising more, stuff like that. Because I know insulin resistance is a big thing when it comes to PCOS.
Yeah.
So once you reverse that, then you'll be pretty good.
see some results.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it said
androgen.
Oh yeah, that's the males. But that's more the male. So what are they saying about that? Because androgen is for the male and estrogen is for the female. But we know that you can have both, you know.
But
so it says anti-androgen.
Okay.
So that could be like what you were telling me with eating more sweet potatoes. Apparently sweet potatoes have more estrogen. Or stuff like that. So sweet potatoes might fall under androgen foods. They also have spearmint tea on here. It's another thing.
Yes.
Managing stress and sleep, your cortisol levels.
I normally drink that when I'm on my cycle instead of having caffeine, because caffeine makes it worse. So during my cycle, I'll drink a spearmint or spearmint and peppermint tea. It helps with cramping. It helps you to bring down your stress, and then it also helps you, give you that little pickup that you would normally get from coffee, so that you're not feeling super tired. Because a lot of times I feel super tired on my cycle.
And the caffeine makes it flow heavy.
Yeah.
I didn't know caffeine did that.
Yeah,
and I'm not a big
into that.
coffee drinker, or you know, I drank sodas growing up or whatever, but I'm not a big, caffeine.
That's why I don't drink sodas.
Yeah.
When I found out I had anemia, I was 10 and a half, almost 11. I had my first menstrual cycle. I had my first menstrual cycle at 10. But for some reason, my mom, she was helping me with, learning how to cope with having a menstrual at 10 years old. And so she said something's not right, because like I was going through the sanitary napkins extremely too fast. So when they took me to the doctor, they said that A, I shouldn't be drinking caffeine.
Okay.
B, they found out I had a fibroidal cyst, but it wasn't even 2 centimeters big, and like you said, the placement of it. So they said that I was okay, that it didn't need to be removed, but if I was to continue with the caffeinated drinks as much, that it could help the fibroid grow.
Parents, please check in on your children, your adolescents, checking the flow, as she just mentioned, the flow of the menstrual, because sometimes, even as adults, we think that flow is okay, and not knowing that, no, something isn't right. If you're going through your sanitary napkins more frequent than, I would say, like an hour, then you probably need to be concerned. If you're clotting, because that was one of my things in my older years, all of a sudden I started clotting, like having little babies. Because you have 7 stages of life. Is embryo the first one?
I want to say embryo.
Because I think it is.
So I felt like I was releasing little embryos. If that is the first stage, that's how thick or the clots were. So I knew something wasn't right. But yes, parents, please check on your children because like this is an eye opener for me because I didn't know that they could experience this at such a young age, as you say, 10, and you said 11 having these anemic, situations or this condition.
And then I didn't really find out for real until I moved down here, and TT is our aunt. She took me to the doctor, and that's where we did the blood work, and they found out my hemoglobin was a 4.
Oh yeah,
and mine was a 4.5.
Ooh,
and it was due to the menstruals.
Wow, and I think the highest should be what 11
11.5 or 12.
And then when I just got out of the hospital, it was at a 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just because it was so long, so irregular. Like, I was on my period for about 3 months.
Wow.
And this is recent. This is present.
This just happened. I'm just now getting off it ever since I started taking the CMOS.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's something I've been dealing with since I was 11.
And what have you found as far as the CMOS? What is that doing for you?
Type of CMOS.
So the brand is called, I believe it's True CMOS.
Okay.
And they have different flavors because CMOS, if you've ever taken it, it's not the best flavor. But the one I got was like mango, so it has like a consistency of like applesauce.
Okay.
So I've just been taking like 2 spoonfuls a day, and it's pretty good. I think it's 92 out of the 100 and whatever nutrients in CMOS, including iron. So it just seems like everything kind of boosted. I know if I probably did like some blood work or something, they're probably like, oh, what have I been taking?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
right.
CMOS, I think that is very helpful. And just getting those nutrients in, because after losing all that blood, it's like you need to replenish. And caffeine, I did do some research on caffeine. Tea, coffee, like it's okay to drink it, but if you're trying to take your iron pills, or say you're trying to eat more red meat and you're trying to eat your spinach and stuff, don't drink it at the same time because you're just gonna, it like cancels each other out. Now they do say if you're taking your iron or you are trying to eat more iron-rich foods, to do vitamin C. So orange juice.
I do 100 milligrams of vitamin C capsule every day, a chewable every day.
Okay.
Due to the loss of iron at my age, it's imperative that I put the vitamin C with the iron pills.
The iron, yeah, it helps with
it. Helps boost it, and it helps your red blood cells.
Okay.
Because when you have anemia, your red blood cells are low.
Well, yeah.
Right. So I know with you mentioned one of your experiences when you went to the doctor and the lights, the fluorescent lights, and
it's a difference.
If you could share that experience.
So the lady told me, she said, "Oh, your anemia is acting up," and I was like, "It is?" She said, "Oh, you don't have symptoms?" And I said, "I feel kind of tired." She was like, "You don't see the rings on your eyes?" And I was like, "No, I didn't." So she said, "That's because you've been looking in the fluorescent light." So she took the LED light, like a little pin, and she just put it like above my head a little bit, and she showed me in the mirror, and my rings were dark.
Wow.
But it's a difference between looking at the fluorescent light versus the LED light. The LED light, you can see it. It's like all the blood right here was dark under my eyes, like the raccoon syndrome they call it, which I don't like. So she showed me the difference. So when I went to the fluorescent light, you couldn't see it, which was kind of like over the counter near the door. But the little pin that she had in her pocket, she just shined it on my face, and you could see the difference. And I was like, "That's crazy." She was like, "No." She was like, "That's the human body." She was like, "It gives you signs for a reason."
Exactly. We talk about those signs, y'all. Pay attention to them.
Tiredness, the rings around your eyes, the blood clotting in your menstrual cycle, the sleeping. Oh, that's one big thing. My better half kept saying, "All you do is sleep," and I was like, "Well, I work full time." And so I told my primary care doctor that I prefer to sleep on my spare time. And she said, "Well, how long I keep sleeping?" I said, "As much as possible." She said, "No, that's not good." And she said, "How much is as much as possible?" I was like, pretty much all day. The whole day. I have time. And she was like, I'm gonna order the lab work. I need you to go to Quest right now. So I went, and when they did my blood work came back at 5.9. And she told me, I really want to admit you into the hospital for 5 days so they can pump almost 4 bags of iron into me. And I was like, do we have another option?
Right. Yeah.
And she said, we up your iron dosage, and we also have to think about the foods you're eating. So the foods that you intake plays a big role in your iron levels. Cheese and dairy products factor a big part. Like if you're consuming a lot of cheese, a lot of milk, a lot of dairy, it's really bad.
And I didn't know that because I love cheese. I can sit and eat bags of cheese and some breakfast.
And ice.
You know.
Ice is another thing. That was my bad drug of choice.
Your vice.
My vice. I've been ice clean for 8 weeks.
Ice clean, okay. Okay.
Because they were going to admit me 8 weeks ago into the hospital for 3 days. And I played with her. I said, you give me, a regimen, I will follow it to a science. I give you my word, and I will not eat any more ice. So I have not eaten ice, and I had my blood work done Saturday that just passed, and I'm at 11.8.
Okay.
Due to stopping all ice activity.
Okay.
So I have not been eating cup loads of ice like I have been. I don't even have the ice machine maker in my home anymore. I gave it away.
You gave it away?
Okay.
I did.
She got rid
That's
of
a big
it.
stuff.
Because think about being hospitalized for 8 days.
Right.
Yeah, no.
8 days in a hospital bed.
Right.
Me, 8 days in the hospital, no.
Yeah, at work I have a Stanley Cup on my desk because I'm drinking water constantly because we're talking. So instead of me putting cold water on top of my ice, I put hot water on top of my ice. So there's not a lot of ice in the cup.
And that's
But I'm still getting my water intake because that was my thing because the ice machine is at the job. And I gotta drink water to talk on the phone. So I would be eating the ice and drinking the water all at the same time. So what I do now is put the hot water on top of the ice so it melts it down and I don't have a whole lot of ice in there. And I'm just constantly just drinking the water anyways.
But my doctor, my primary care physician told me that women of color, no matter if you're just black, like women of color, she said it's a huge problem with iron deficiency and cholesterol with women of color. So she said if you stop while you're at a convenience store, she said watch who goes to the ice machine and get 2 to 3 cups of ice. She said it's not just in black women, she said it's women of color. So I went to Wawa because they have free ice. And I stood there for almost 20 minutes and I watched Indian women, Arabic women, black women, Spanish women go and get 2 and 3 cups of ice.
Wow.
So it definitely is a problem. It definitely is an issue. It's not just like it's something we should keep thinking, oh, I have anemia, or oh, I have low iron, and just keep sweeping it under the rug. It is definitely detrimental if you have to be hospitalized for 2 to 8 days to get iron infusions, blood infusions, and that's another thing. They told me when I did my blood work, if it was under a 6, that they were gonna have to keep me and do a blood transfusion.
Right, and I know you didn't want that.
No, because our grandmother just was in the hospital for 5 days.
5 days.
And they pumped her with 5 bags of blood and 2 bags of iron. And when I was up there with her visiting, it scared me because I'm battling with the same. Yes. Exactly. And I said, Grandma, well, how do you feel? And she said, I just want to sleep. And that's what my biggest complaint was. Like, any free time, I'm going to get in bed.
Right. And it raises a question for me because a lot of times, having your monthly, and they basically say due to your menstrual, right? But for someone like our grandmother that is 85 years old that we know been off of her monthly, it's like what is still contributing to this condition?
And hers is eating the ice.
Okay.
And not eating the correct foods that she need to be eating.
Correct.
Because she'll eat junk food all day long. hot dogs, pizza, and won't eat what she really need to eat. And
like
then
greens and her.
And that's another thing. She came back in and I fought TT because TT didn't go back there, but they told her not to eat a lot of green vegetables, but she can eat some.
Okay.
She told us she wasn't supposed to eat none.
And she took that to the fullest.
To the fullest and ran with it and said she wasn't supposed to eat no green vegetables. No, they told you to eat a little and not a lot. So she needs to start putting a little bit of green vegetables back into her diet so that she can rebuild her iron and eat more stuff that is iron rich, like watermelon and stuff like that. And, but grandma just want to be eating junk food and need not to be eating junk
Stop
food.
eating all green vegetables.
Right, and I'm gonna say because I remember she used to cook them. She would have a pot of greens at the house
Every Sunday, all the time.
Yeah.
When did she stop?
stop?
So she went to the doctor due to the iron and due to high blood pressure. And they told her that she couldn't eat as much and to cut back on some things. She took it upon herself to say that they said nothing. Took her back to the doctor when she found out she needed to go to the hospital to get this blood transfusion. And they said, no, we need you to eat your vegetables. We need you definitely to eat greens, spinach, collard greens, cabbage, asparagus, Brussels sprouts. We need you to put green. She was like, oh, I can eat green vegetables.
Well,
And so they start bringing it on every tray, even her breakfast tray. They start putting something green because this young lady just took it up out of her entire diet. So they were like, that is another reason why your iron is low because you haven't been eating any vegetables, any irony foods. So she was like, oh, I thought you said. So all she's been eating is corn, which corn does nothing. Nothing for your body. And she's been eating corn like 1,000, going on, just corn.
Like her vegetables.
I said, Grandma, what do you eat? Corn. I said, you just had corn yesterday. She said, I just made me another pot. A boiled corn on a pot. So again, what you eat plays a huge role.
yeah.
It does. So like to get my iron up, I've been eating kidney beans.
Okay.
And they taste so good.
How you
Like,
making them?
oh my God, like with onions, bell peppers, salt, pepper,
You put any like smoked meat in there? Or you just
yes, smoked turkey. Sometimes by themselves, because kidney beans taste really good. It tastes almost like a meat.
It's
Don't you
the
use
way
kidney
you
beans
season
and
them.
chilies?
Yeah. But that's the only time I ever ate it.
Right. Yeah.
No, get you some.
Eat by itself.
They also told me liver. The liver was number one to bring my
I'm not eating liver.
my
I
iron.
like it with onions.
So I tried it. It was okay.
I'm not eating no liver.
It's not me, but it's okay. But my hemoglobin went up extremely high. I'm so excited.
Eating it.
And my rings around my eyes are fading away. So I'm extremely excited.
Tell us about the beef.
So as black people, we love to eat it. No offense, we love to eat it well done. So
Yeah.
medium rare is the best way to eat steak,
Okay.
beef, roast. It helps your iron soar higher and stay there. Like versus eating broccoli or eating kidney beans or eating pistachios. It'll be, okay for a couple of days and then it'll drop back. Versus eating medium rare meat, it'll keep it up high for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, that might be my problem.
It's so good though. It is so good if you get the right person to cook it or you cook it right. It is amazing.
Right. I'm glad you said the right person. To
Yeah. Because I went to Texas to Brazil and oh my God, that medium rare is so
Was it good?
amazing.
I want to go there.
You should. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Did you find a palm of hearts?
10 out of 10. It was amazing. But it depends on how you prepare them. Just like with turkey, very good for your iron. Chicken breast, very good for your iron. But my thing with turkey is I only want turkey wings.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like I just say, hey, I'm gonna get me some turkey burger and make me a taco. You know, you have to really look into what you're eating. You have to realize like how to prepare to your liking. Because like I said, liver people love. It's okay, it's just not for me. Yeah, I'll take some iron pills or something because liver is an acquired taste.
I wonder if I should go ahead to my turkey bacon.
You should.
Yeah.
Or beef bacon.
Or beef bacon.
Publix has a very good beef bacon.
Now there's
I don't know
this
about
other
turkey
thing
bacon. I can't
that
co-sign it.
Okay.
It's not good for me.
Okay.
there's just like it's like a city or a town in Thailand, and like all of the people there, like the kids, the women, they all have bad anemia, like low anemia, they're anemic. So they came up with this thing because Asian people like eat a lot of soups and stuff.
They do.
So they have this thing that they sell, like you can get it on Amazon. It's called an iron fish, and it's just solid iron. It's like a block of iron, but it's like it looks like a cute little fish, and they just plop it in their food. Like they just plop it in the pot that they're cooking, whether it's like a soup, a broth, or something, and it's basically the food is absorbing the iron out of the block.
And it's called an iron fish.
It's called an iron fish, and I was like, oh, I might need to get that.
And you said that's on Amazon?
You can
I'm
get it on
looking it up
Amazon.
right
They
now.
even have like Hello Kitty ones.
They came up.
Yeah. And this is how they
Oh wow.
combat.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah, anemia in Thailand.
Okay.
You can also put it in your drinks.
You can just have it.
No.
You can just
Look
set
how
it
it
in there.
It's an iron fish.
It's just a block. It's a block of iron.
Hold on, I remember at one point the older people would wear the bracelets that wasn't that they were iron.
So you can get iron from outside ways. You don't always have to get it from just say you just don't like eating iron-rich foods like what they totally list. You can just put it in the pot with your chili or your soup, your clam chowder, whatever you want to do. But it can absorb the iron, and then your whole pot is full of iron, and it might not even have any beef in it or spinach. So
They have the iron bracelets on Amazon as well.
do that.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to get those before they do the, protest on Amazon.
Yes.
Oh my
So, is there anything else that you would like to share?
I was just gonna say I recently found out that I was possibly anemic, and my doctor did put me on iron supplements. And like I was telling you, she had me do blood work, and she had me do it twice because the first time I did it, I was on my cycle. So my levels were kind of off. The second time I did it, I was just coming off my cycle, so my levels were kind of off. So I had to go back to do blood work again. But when she told me that, I kind of just switched up what I was eating and the direction that I was going as far as making lifestyle changes so that I can stay on that side to keep my iron going up. Because I know for a fact that I have had issues since probably 5th grade. I used to have cycles that lasted 7 full days. And it was horrible because I'm having to mess up sheets and get new sheets in the middle of the night and all this stuff. So it was very hard. And I think once I actually got married and was trying to conceive, that's when my OBGYN stepped in, and she kind of helped me and put me on a certain type of birth control that cut my cycle down. So it cut it down from the 7 days to 4 days, 4 to 5 days. But even then, after that, my flow was still heavy. Like it cut down, but I would have 2 days where I would be in pain and a heavy flow and really not wanting to do anything because of how everything was flowing, and it was just a mess. So where I am now, I guess it's starting to do that cycle again. And now that I know what it is, I know how to fight that and push myself back into, a good pattern of eating more iron-rich things and changing up my lifestyle and putting my butt back out there and doing my walking and stuff and continuing to stay active so that I don't have the issues and the side effects and the symptoms. But I'm just glad that we are figuring all this stuff out together, and we have each other to fall back on and have a support system so that we are there for each other. And then that way, you know, we can lean on each other, or what are you doing, or what are you taking?
Right.
Because without a support system and going through it by yourself, it's not really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
But like Tony said, we're breaking generational curses.
Yeah.
And this, like she said, this is coming from our great grandmother. So now our grandmother has it. We all have it. Your mom and TT has it. Your mom has it.
Probably all the women in our family.
Right. And so, like, it is something that we need to take seriously.
Right.
So eating, whatever you're eating, you do need to look into it. Because, like, my thing was, I'm not a cheese person, but I love a good bowl of cereal.
And ice.
And, oh, no, ice, I love ice. I like a good bowl of cereal. I love ice. So, like, I just bought that ice maker. You know?
And then you got rid of it.
Yeah.
That was a good.
Because I was going to Walmart too much.
Gotcha.
But if your child is having irregular menstruals, you really should look into it because it is bigger than just they're saying, I don't want to go to school. No, it could be anemia.
Yeah.
It very well could be anemia.
Yeah.
And
You
that's
definitely have
something.
to look out of. I know, for example, when I started mine, my mom was just like, "Oh yeah, I have heavy periods," and like it's a normal thing.
And it's not
Because
normal.
we're all going through it
Yeah.
over here. So
And medicine is not always key.
Right.
yeah, I do feel like it's a lot of solutions, especially nowadays. I think you just have to have more conversations, so then you'll know. Like we all had different findings, and now we know we have iron fish, we have the bracelet, we eat more beef, eat more kidney beans,
Sea moss.
sea moss, and spinach,
Vegetables, granola,
even
pistachios.
Cheeses are very high in iron.
Mm.
There's your cheese.
Every day for lunch, I eat oysters. I smoke oysters. They have 7.9% of iron.
I
in them.
don't like oysters.
I love
tuna.
oysters.
Tuna's high in iron as
I
well.
love tuna.
It's high in iron.
But my nutritionist said that tuna is high in iron, but it's also high in mercury. And she said you should try the pink salmon. Yeah, because she said you don't want to have too much mercury. So
Somebody need to make some salmon croquettes and invite me over.
Okay. I just
So I can
made
get
some, so I need to make some more.
yes. And then I don't know if y'all seen, but that viral salad that they doing with the cucumbers and the salmon.
Smoked salmon.
Yes.
Smoked pink salmon.
Yes.
I've been looking for that smoked pink
Minus
salmon,
the
but I
cream
can't find
cheese,
it.
but
Yeah, I didn't
Oh.
that's
know.
because we need to get our
The
Costco
cucumber
card.
salad?
Yes, the cucumber
Yeah, the cucumber
salad
salad. It's
with
like
the red
viral.
onions.
Yeah, it's like a salmon bagel.
Yes.
Yes. I haven't seen that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
It's like
viral.
a
It's
guy,
viral.
he makes
But I
all
can't
types
find-
of
yeah.
cucumber salads.
Because you can do it with
Crab.
You can do it with crab. You can
Shrimp.
switch up the cream cheese and put peanut butter and sesame oil to make like a Asian one. They have different ones. Yes, I took a screenshot. It's on my phone. I'll show you. But they have different ones.
Uh-huh.
With the cucumber?
Yeah, it's not a whole lot of peanut butter. It's like a spoonful in the sesame oil. You mix it together and then you shake it up, and it's like an Asian salad with the sesame seeds.
I don't know how I feel about that.
But you have to try it. Oh, and peanut butter is very good at
If
iron.
you make
It's
it-
not high in iron, but it
It's
is
good.
good for your iron. It has like 2.5% iron in it. So I eat a scoop in the morning and a scoop at night. Just to balance things out.
Nice.
So I don't want to be in the hospital.
Right. Don't let that be your motivation.
You not want to be in the hospital.
Pistachios, cashews, almonds, dark chocolate. I'm not a fan, so don't listen
The
and don't
dark
judge.
chocolate is good because it don't have the caffeine in it.
And the dark chocolate is number 2 under beef.
Mm-hmm.
And then oysters is number 3 for
And
your
it also has the
iron.
antioxidants in it.
And broccoli is number 4. So broccoli is very good. And I do not mean that freezer broccoli. I mean
Real
fresh
broccoli.
broccoli.
Yeah.
Fresh
Steam it
cut.
yourself.
Yes, and it's very good for your iron.
But just eat it raw with
Or
your
raw,
ranch
and that's how I like it. I like it
Yeah.
raw.
Yes, thanks to Auntie Maureen. we eat raw vegetables.
Yes. I And what's the one your mom eats when we go out to eat?
The snap peas.
That's very good for your iron as well.
Snap peas.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah,
Sesame
read off your
seeds.
list so they can hear some.
Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are good. Cashews, peanuts, pine nuts. I never ate the pine nuts. I'm gonna be honest.
Pesto.
Sesame seeds, pistachios, almonds. For the vegetables, is Swiss chard, tomatoes, white potatoes, but with the skin. So, like, I've always do baked potatoes, but I do not eat the skin.
Right. Really?
So now I clean. That's what you said. So now I clean the potato really good, and I cook them. I bake them in almond oil or sesame seed oil, and it's really good. It's really good. I put like a little Parmesan cheese on it. It's really good, but not that much. Just a little. Broccoli, kale, of course. Green beans.
Making kale chips on TikTok.
Oh, I saw that. Oysters.
Okay.
Beef liver, clams, sardines. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Beef, tuna, turkey, chicken, and eggs. Oh, and I've been eating boiled eggs like for a quick lunch. After I come from the gym, I just boil like 2 eggs.
Crab roll.
Oh yeah.
The crab roll eggs that everybody going crazy over on TikTok. That's how they do the whole crab roll and it just be eggs.
Oh
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
you make it like a seafood boil, but
Yeah.
you just got
Just-
eggs.
No, I don't know.
It looks really good.
I know I need a potato or something.
Some people put eggs in there.
And a sausage and a pork.
You know? Need a little- little razzle dazzle. Now this for the fruit, I have not did any of this, so do not judge me. But it's raisins, prune juice, dried apricots, dried figs. For the cereal, it's wheat checks, Cheerios, Quaker instant oatmeal, which I do that. And for the whole grain, America. And
Canola?
quinoa.
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 Oh,
Quinoa. Quinoa.
Oh my
Like, okay,
god.
right.
Yo, Robin, this
Royal
is
oats, brown rice, which I've been doing brown rice is not that bad.
Okay.
Whole wheat pasta, I have not. Whole wheat
It's
bread.
good.
I haven't did the whole wheat pasta.
It's
I said I'm
as
gonna
long
try
as you
it.
season it, it's good.
Yeah.
Blackstrap molasses and dark chocolate. Do you see dark chocolate?
Ooh, that number is high.
Mm-hmm. 7 milligrams per 3 ounces. So if you just eat a piece of dark chocolate, like you're helping your iron tremendously.
That's probably why it's so bitter.
It's not an acquired. You have to have an acquired taste.
Yeah, for sure.
So I like take a piece of the dark chocolate. I just chew it like it's like medicine. I just drink the water right behind it. I'm not a dark chocolate type of girl. Mm-mm.
You can always melt it down and make you a hot chocolate.
Okay, that makes sense.
See,
That
I don't
sounds
want to
good.
put some like sugar.
No, I mean,
See, just mess it all
mess it all
up.
up.
Yeah, I
That's
just
why we have this long list of stuff.
You can take the dark chocolate and make it into a drink, and then it'll be better. Yeah.
I'm gonna just take it and just eat it real quick. I just me drinking dark chocolate don't even sound right. It's not good. No offense to the people who likes it. I mean, I don't know. It's not like you think about Hershey's and it's great. Oh my God, Hershey with almond.
And it has
And
caffeine.
then somebody says, "You like dark chocolate." You're like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I really like milk chocolate over here.
Yeah, so good.
Well, all right then. You all have heard it straight from Tarika said again. They have given you a list of all the different foods and their categories that can help increase those iron numbers and your hemoglobin and even your ferritin. And with your ferritin, if you didn't know, that's like a backup supply of iron, which I didn't know. But they say that's like the backup supply. So you've heard the list, and listen, just pay attention to those signs out there. Your body is telling you either something is right or it's not right. They're giving you symptoms, some dizziness,
Tiredness.
fatigue,
Oh yeah.
shortness of breath,
Dark circles around your eyes.
circles around your eyes, being cold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yes,
That's a
we
big
forgot to mention that.
Being cold.
Being
and
cold,
Yeah.
yes. Brittle nails, that's even
Thinning
a
hair.
symptom.
Thinning hair is one.
Yes. So
I know one thing I learned with my mom and her having long iron is if you pull down your eyes and if it's not red, that's how you know that your iron is like low. If it's red, it means you good. Your blood is circulating and flowing. But if it's white, you ain't got no iron. You don't have no blood. Yeah. Yeah.
She just been battling for the
Mine just went off. Like,
she been battling for the last 3 months.
Literally.
wow, I learned something today, y'all. I know y'all learned something.
That's just like a quick check. Like, oh, is my iron low? Like, look in the mirror and pull your
So
iron.
like those red veins that we see down.
Yeah. So if it's
Yeah.
just white,
It's
you don't have
circulating.
no.
Wow.
And hers is just white.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crispy white.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, you've heard it straight from here, as I said. Our topic today on anemia. Please check with your doctors, check with your parents, your loved ones, check on them, and see if you find yourself with any of these symptoms. Check us out on Instagram, Addictive Patterns. Please like and subscribe on YouTube and Spotify. And y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.